Just minutes ago, I read this shocking and alarming warning. I want you guys to take a look at your screen and pay attention to this alert. Hospital cyber attack driving more Canadian patients to Michigan healthcare providers. And so now, after the latest cyber attack hits hospitals and other critical infrastructure, more and more people are crossing the borders into the U.S. for a variety of reasons. Now, patients who are unable to receive treatment at Windsor, Essex, are traveling across the border for medical care following a cyber attack that shut down systems at 5 southwestern Ontario hospitals. And right now, several healthcare providers in Michigan are warning all patients that they have encountered growing numbers of Canadians in recent weeks who are seeking routine tests and advanced care at their facilities. Most importantly, I feel like we need to address the elephant in the room and the likely possibility of restricted, delayed, and or fully terminated services, which could result as these local area hospitals are pushed beyond their limits and the staff is overworked. Just like we saw happen when COVID was running wild. And we've seen it happen before, folks. Patient care at crowded ERs affected by nearby hospital closures. The COVID-19 emergency is over, so why are hospital emergency rooms so crowded? And this one here is really important. If you call an ambulance, you'll have a longer ride and a longer wait at crowded hospital. Because the statistics regarding ambulance ride times and their impact on patient outcomes, specifically the correlation between transport times and the likelihood of treatment success versus death, are complex and can vary widely based on several factors. These include the nature of the medical emergency, the location, urban versus rural, the efficiency of the emergency medical services or EMS system, traffic conditions, and the distance to the nearest appropriate medical facility. And now, on top of all of that, you'll have to fight with increased patient volume and extended wait times as a result of the massive influx of folks from Canada traveling south to visit Michigan hospitals and perhaps others in the United States. Just yet another battle of supply versus demand, and at the worst possible time too. But wait, there's more. Local hospitals feel the brunt of emergency room closure, and soon enough, the inevitable conclusion of this sad and tragic tale will be revealed. The coming collapse of the U.S. healthcare system. Yeah. Picture this. It's 4 a.m. and you awaken with crushing chest pain. Your family calls 911 and paramedics arrive and diagnose a cardiac event. They inform you that they need to transport you 45 minutes away because your 2 local hospitals have closed over the last several months. And even when you arrive at the hospital, there is massive overcrowding and they inform you that there are no ICU beds open for you in this particular case, and that 50% of the beds in the cardiac unit are actually browned out due to lack of staff. This nightmare is an all too familiar post-pandemic reality about the delivery of healthcare in our country. This is not the expectation that the public expects in the delivery of healthcare in one of the richest nations in the world that has been at the cutting edge of healthcare innovation of the last century. But nevertheless, this is the world that we live in now. This, unfortunately, is the new normal, I suppose. So the article continues on and discusses the impact of a cyber attack on Canadian hospitals and the resulting increase in Canadian patients seeking medical care in the United States. Henry Ford Health and Karmanos Cancer Institute in Michigan have reported a surge in Canadian patients, particularly for cancer treatment due to the cyber attack on Canadian hospitals. The attack targeted Transform Shared Service Organization, affecting technology systems of 5 hospitals: Blue Water Health, Chatham Kent Health Alliance, Erie Shores Healthcare, Hotel de Grace Healthcare, and Windsor Regional Hospital. Also, they mentioned these highlights to the story of an unnamed cancer patient from Windsor Regional Hospital who, due to the cyber attacks disrupting patient information systems, was forced to pay out of pocket for critical health services down in Michigan. A very costly endeavor, but ultimately necessary in order to save their life. Diagnosed with a rapidly progressing form of lymphoma, he required timely CT scans to monitor his treatment, which he eventually received at Basha Diagnostics in Michigan. Thank God. But the Ontario Ministry of Health has not commented on the cyber attack's impact on patient care just yet. However, the ministry is reportedly working to expedite the approval of applications for funding of treatment outside of Canada for patients affected by the cyber attack. But we all know just how quickly POS systems can charge and swipe and run debit cards or tap to pay credit cards to pay for these treatments. But paperwork always seems to lag far, far behind, especially when it's intended to cover costs and reimburse. And in order to qualify for OHIP funding for out-of-country care, there are specific requirements, including that the care must be deemed medically necessary. So basically, life-threatening, or else you're going to be getting hit with the full bill. Ouch, man. No pun intended. So at the time of recording this, Windsor Regional Hospital has not yet fully restored its diagnostic imaging departments. They have, however, began resuming radiation treatments as far as I know. And consequently, they are prioritizing inpatients and emergency cases, with outpatients being referred to community-based diagnostic imaging centers. And one doctor noted that even before the cyber attacks, it was common for Canadian patients to seek services at their facility across the border. But now that's going to be turned up to the max, cranked up to 11. And round the merry-go-round we go until the bearings are worn out and folks start getting flung off the sides. And then they'll really be in a heap of trouble. Then won't they? But we can read through some of these comments and really begin to see how some of these people feel right now. Like, exercise in futility. The attacks are everywhere. Cyber attack closes hospital emergency rooms in 3 U.S. states. Ardent Health, which oversees hospitals in states including Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma, said it was targeted over Thanksgiving. Edward Helmore, Tuesday, November 28, 2023, 13:31 GMT. Cyber attack disrupts hospital computer system across U.S., hindering services. Or it's almost like having private health care. A woman said it was $800 U.S. funds for her MRI. And I waited an extra week to have mine done in Windsor, and it was free. She must have rich people problems. And when it's time critical to better enable for a positive outcome, you put up or shut up. The cash to keep things moving. That's not rich people problems. Cancer pauses for no one. Oh, and this one here. You're forgetting all the people who die because they can't pay in the U.S. Man, I tell you what. Some folks are just plain old mean and straight up assholes online when hiding behind their keyboards. I'll tell you what. Mess around and find out, okay? But the simple fact of the matter is that this new trend of cyber attacks against critical infrastructure is only just beginning, and it's only going to get worse. First, it's driving Canadian patients across the border south to Michigan for care, and then the next thing you know, Michigan hospitals are taken out, and we will see 10x the volume heading further west, east, and south to seek medical attention. The system will be strained, overloaded, and unfortunately, the God's honest truth is financial stability, savings, credit card limits, and health savings account balances will be tested. And this is exactly what I tried discussing and explaining last year and when I first started uploading videos to my channel. Go back and check them out and you'll see. But I'm not here to say I told you so or anything like that. Don't even get it twisted. I'm still here for the same reasons and those reasons alone. And that is to help inform, educate, and help people get ready, be ready, and stay in the know. Knowledge is power, And I hope that you all can be equipped with as much power as humanly possible by watching these videos. Now, I don't want to cause alarm or monger fear, not by any means. And these videos are not designed or intended to increase your stress levels or anxiety. And I only want to share the truth for those who may not be able to easily seek it out, find it, and most importantly, know it when you see it. This is exactly what they have been warning us about all along. And now it's finally time to put our preparation to the test. And it is panning out to be an attack against us, just like I predicted they would do, and target so many who just aren't ready. If you need to, feel free and reach out. My info is below. And until next time, stay smart, stay safe, stay frosty, and most importantly, stay tuned for the next video by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Follow me on all socials, linked down below, and God bless you all. And I hope you all have a very pleasant and enjoyable night.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence, but I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go fire.